Well, about this time, George Washington hears about all this. So he and a couple congressmen are going to get the first official flag made right, because none of these are. Well, here's where the historians reach a fork in the road. Who made it? Well, a lot of people want to give the honor to a congressman from New Jersey, Francis Hopkinson, because they still have a bill he turned in for the design of the Great Seal of the United States and one flag. But unfortunately for Mr. Hopkinson, his flag didn't survive, or any drawings or descriptions. And besides, there's no record of him ever being paid. Then there's the other historians. They want to give this great honor to a professional flag maker in Philadelphia, Betsy Ross. She was paid to make federal flags for the federal government, but none of hers survived, or any drawings or descriptions. So we can't prove for sure who made the first official flag, but the legend of Betsy Ross lives on. Now imagine George Washington and the two congressmen in her tiny living room talking about all these flags you've seen. Well, the men don't like those white stripes on the outside, the heraldry rule flags, because on a bright sunshiny day at sea, those outside white stripes blend with the bright sky in the background. The flags look smaller. So they decide to ignore the rules of heraldry and put red stripes on the outside. Well, then about this time, Betsy Ross spoke up and she said, well, gentlemen, if you're going to change the stripes, can I do something about these stars? And they said, what's the matter with the stars? Well, look at them. They've got 6, 7, 9, 12 points on them. The ladies that are making these flags, they're all crooked and hard to make. She said, I'd like to use a 5-pointed star, because I can cut a perfect one with one cut of the scissors. And of course, that means she can make the flags faster. Anybody knows when you work for the federal government, boy, you better be efficient. So you can imagine how nervous Betsy Ross is with the President of the United States in her little living room. You know, here stands a strange guy in robin egg blue satin pantaloons, a white powdered wig, and a cape, and a linen shirt, and buckles on his shoes, and a silk handkerchief. You're going to say, it's Elton John. Now she's going to make one cut. Yeah, I hope I do this right. I don't want to do this over because I only have one piece of paper. Well, let's see what we got here. Well, gee whiz, look at that. So according to the legend of Betsy Ross, that's how we got the first official flag. But there's more than one version. You know, the one we grew up with has 13 stars in a circle. But the historians tell us that a lot of these early flags, those 13 stars, were in straight staggered lines, just like they are today. But this is an official flag and should be treated like one. The Betsy Ross. Well, we won that war, in case you missed history class that day. Now it's 1780, and John Hancock, the governor of Massachusetts, awards the Massachusetts Black Company their flag. They were the free black slaves that fought valiantly on the side of freedom in America. And gained the attention of the governor. Heroes in every sense of the word. Little attention has been given to them in our history books. along with the American Indians that fought on the side of freedom.